Welcome to Tymaret's Murder House. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, we need to mulligan on this one. That is okay. We can keep on this one. Not the best, but we don't want to go past this. Zealous. I think we kind of do hold on to zealous conscripts. I think at this point, since we already have that repeated effect, we're just going to put Sifter Skulls on the bottom and then click OK, and our opponent's on the play, so we'll let them get this started. But yes, welcome to Tymaret's Murder's House, and happy Halloween. Hope you're excited for Fright Fest. If you're new to the channel, Fright Fest is my hodgepodge of Halloween decks that I've assembled over the years, so really excited about that. In fact, Halloween is my favorite time of the year. I always enjoy that. But let's see if our opponent wants to. There we go. All right, they're good to go. So, but yes, let's go and cover our commanders, and we'll jump into the fun stuff that is the Murder House. So, we're playing Tymaret, the Murder King. 2-mana activation, sacrifice another creature. Tymaret deals 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. Another 2-mana activation. I don't think it really matters. We don't have a swamp to reveal, so we'll just put this into play and then kick it back over there. 2-mana activation, sacrifice a creature. Return Tymaret from your graveyard to your hand. Playing against Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. Whenever Golos enters the battlefield, set your line before a land card, put it on the battlefield, shuffle your library. Then for a 2-mana Wooburg activation, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them without paying their mana cost. So we're looking at a pretty quick Golos coming down, so let's see what we can do. It's gonna be definitely interesting with what they've got in store. Because that's the weird thing about playing as Golos is, especially in Commander, you just don't really know what's happening out there. So, or what they've got in their deck. But that's what kind of makes Commander fun sometimes. So, we do have something we can do for 2, and that's gonna be Mr. Murder King himself. He is so angry right now. We're gonna let him out. Let that frustration out. Get out of the command zone, buddy. Go. Go, go, go. We're excited to see you. All right, so Tymaret's going to come down, and then anything else, pass it over to our opponent. So we did cover both commanders. Let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors, MTGOTraders. If you find yourself in the Tymaret Murder House and you end up dying, hey, sorry about that. We'll turn you into the zombie token over at MTGOTraders. Let's give a quick shout out to inkgaming.com. You can use coupon code JOLT to get 10% off your order off anything off the website. So if you want to trick or treat yourself, get yourself a nice little treat. And last but not least, I started a Patreon. So if you'd like to contribute to the Patreon, there's a link down in the description below. Get your name at the beginning or the ending of the credits to help support cool content like this. And if you can't do that, hey, no problem. Just tell somebody about the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So it is officially free time. We can have some fun. That's talking about the Tymaret Murder House. I think we have like a 98% success rate of killing everybody who enters the Tymaret Murder House. The attraction. So if you and your loved one bought tickets to today's Halloween haunted house, I do apologize. You may want to make some arrangements to make sure that your family gets whatever assets you have. But yeah, we're very proud of that. We like to kill everybody that comes in here, so it makes for a very fun day. Let's have Graven come down, and yeah, let's just go for Pond of Ulamog. Yeah, we have a very happy workplace here at the Murder House. It's always a lot of fun, a lot of goofing around, and a lot of murder. So that's always good. So hopefully YouTube ads don't don't let me run ads on this video. Look at the transcript, be like, what is going on? But as far as this build of this deck, not too much change from last year. I had 0 card drawn here from last year, so I added. I don't know why. That's one of the fun things about doing decks or Magic decks that you keep around. You just look at some of your old builds and you're like, my goodness, what is this nonsense? Like, I didn't have a board wipe or like card advantage. I had like Night's Whisper, that was it. So I got in there, tweaked it, made it a little bit more streamlined, and we've got some more card advantage in here, and we've also got a lot of game control spells. We've got a little bit of zombie recursion out of the graveyard. There's one combo in the deck, and that's Pitiless Plunderer and Gravecrawler, because that's always a lot of fun to be able to do that. And outside of that, we just have, typical Tymaret shenanigans. We have Squee hanging around, Squee Goblin and Squee the Immortal. So both of those are, you can cast it out of exile, you can goes back to your hand, whatever that may be, some combination of those. And we're running a very, very small token package in here. Not too crazy. We have Dreadhorde Invasion, and we got a few Planeswalkers that care about having that generate tokens, so that's always pretty nice. Now, one thing that we can do is we can Zealous Conscripts when the time comes on one of their Planeswalkers, and that That sounds really good. All right, so let's have Sulphurous Springs. Actually, we'll have Urborg. No, that might help our opponent out. I think we'll have Sulphurous Springs enter the battlefield. So we're going to add red, add triple red. One more red. Let's have old Torbrand come down because he enjoys a nice little slaughter show at the murder house. And then he's also a new addition to the deck. And then I think we're just going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. So we're going to have Urborg coming down next turn. Yes, we're looking at a 3/5 Golos. I don't think really want to swing into that. And then we'll pass the turn back over there. So but yeah, with Torbrand in here, if a red source you control will deal damage to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. So we're looking at Tymaret activation to pop Saheeli or any of these planeswalkers for 2. And so that sounds like a pretty good plan. And once they get to that -8, because what we can do is we can plus up. Oh, we can let them plus up next turn. There's nothing for them to destroy. And then we go for the -8 with Vivian. That sounds pretty good. I think that's kind of that, and that would be a very nice trick for our opponent from Halloween. So I think that would be pretty cool. So we'll try to let them do that next turn. Maybe even going for Gilded Lotus. So drawn to Refuge. Yeah, let's go for that line of play. I think that sounds pretty good. All right, so let's go Urborg. Let's go for Gilded Lotus. That way, if something does happen, we can at least still be ahead on mana. So Urborg's going to enter the battlefield. That still gives us access to Toxic Deluge if you wanted to get goofy or something like that, but I don't think we want to do that. So let's just go and pass the turn. I kick it back over there. Hopefully we get to the +1 ability. I guess if I really wanted them to +1, we should have probably not gotten down Gilded Lotus because they have no incentive to go for the -3. But okay, but they're going to go for that. All right, okay. All right. If you're keeping score at home, now it's time to get on the Planeswalker Stolen. You can mark that off your bingo sheet because we get the -8. Creatures you control get +2/+2 Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible, which is it's like giving all the entire Tymaret Murder House the Mario Star. So I'm really excited about that. So gain control of permanent until end of turn. We get to untap it. So that's going to be the line of play that we can go for. And Insult to Injury, we can use Zealous Conscripts to pop Saheeli or something like that. And the only thing is we need to get a few more creatures down to really take advantage of that Vivian Reed emblem. But once that happens, ooh, and look at old Athreos hanging around over there too. So this is definitely an interesting Golos deck. We've got a little bit of 5-color good stuff maybe or something. I don't know, but we're gonna jam this Zealous Conscript line of play because yes. All right, so we've got Dragonlord Ojutai swinging in. That's gonna be 5. This puts us down to 24. That will give them kind of like some brainstorm card advantage, and so we'll let them resolve that. But next turn, so it's Zealous Conscript on Vivian. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that still gives us access to 3 mana if we wanted to Toxic Deluge, and that might put us in a good position with that +2/+2 to where we can dodge some of it, because that'll at least get rid of Dragonlord Ojutai. No, that'll make us have to get rid of our creatures too. So we'll see. We'll see how we want to split this one up. But we are definitely going to be getting control of that Vivian Reed. Oh yeah, they got 1 mana left open. This is this is definitely going to be a painful lesson for our opponent. Not that there's anything that they could really done about it. So let's go triple red, and that'll be, actually, let's set it up this way. So we're going to go triple red, add more red with Graven. And that's going to be 4, and we'll tap down that. So we're going to go Zealous Conscripts. Oh, yes. Let's gain control of Vivian. Come over here, Vivian. Come here. -8. Get the emblem. Oh, that is just beautiful. And so, yeah, I think we just go and swing in with the entire crew. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to swing in. We still have a couple activations that we can go for. We're going to have everybody swing in up top. And if we lose one of our creatures or something, we're going to be able to survive with, yeah, we've got Vigilance, so we might as well just be swinging in with the whole crew. Oh, look at that. So we're going to see Servo Token block. That's going to be Trample, which doesn't really matter. We're going to get that extra 2 damage from Torbrand. Yes. All right. So that is, I'm loving it. This is great. All right, this is going to be an Athreos trigger, but we're paying, yes, we're going to pay 3 life to prevent that in a heartbeat. We do not care here at the Athreos, not Athreos, the Tymaret Murder House. I guess technically Athreos could be kind of a murder house. We're going to choose us to draw a couple cards because that is okay. We enjoy paying life. And then that's going to be Ancient Tomb and then Field of Ruin. So at this point, just so we're not taking a huge hit, we're going to have that 1 damage into the battlefield. Oh, and our creatures have Indestructible too. So that's something else we want to keep in mind too. So we're going to be able to swing in next turn. We're going to have at least, so that's going to be 4 damage a pop. That's going to be 4, 8, 12 with Torbrain on the battlefield. So once we deal that damage, or at least even then, once we sacrifice Zealous, so we sacrifice Zealous Conscript, that's 2 damage to our opponent, extra 2 from Tymaret. So that's going to be 4 creature. So that's 4 Zealous Conscript, 1 creature, then that's going to be a token with Pawn of Ulamog, that's going to be another creature. We sacrifice Pawn of Ulamog, that's going to be another creature, and then we sacrifice that token from Pawn of Ulamog, that's going to be another creature, so that's going to be 4, 8, 12, 16. So, between Tymaret, Zealous Conscripts, and Torbrand, we're going to have 16 damage, so that should be a pretty good little showing of Tymaret the Murder King. Now, they will gain some life between a Johnny and getting these servo tokens down, but it does feel good having the option to pop some of these creatures. And then on top of that, we have Indestructible, Vigilance, and Trample, so we can just swing in and really force some damage on our opponent, then go for some activation. So let's see if old Dragonlord, Dragonlord Ojutai is going to swing into the red zone to try to, oh, it has Vigilance too. Oh yeah, that's right, because of a Johnny. So this has been fun. You know, this is what makes Commander fun. This is why you play, because you get to steal a Vivian Reed and make it your own. Pretty good feeling. So that's going to be Dragonlord Ojutai, looking at the top 3. If this is a heavy Planeswalker build, I feel pretty confident that it's not going to be like super heavy control, or if they do, it's going to be very limited on what control they do have. But if they basically just pass the turn, ooh, and then Viscera Seer, which is, oh yeah. All right, so we're going to have Ancient Tomb come down. Let's go Viscera Seer. And since we have Indestructible, we're just going to go and push in. We'll see how they want to end up blocking. But if this forces some action out of their hand, all right, so they will end up going for Path to Exile off of Torbrand. All right, so they did hit Torbrand. So let's do this. If they Path to Exile on Torbrand, so we had 4 creatures, and then 4 times 4 is going to be 16. And then we can push in. And then we can still sacrifice Viscera Seer on the back end. I think I think we need to go for it. All right, so we're going to sacrifice another creature. So let's add this triple red to our mana pool. And we don't want to necessarily do that just yet. So let's go, there we go. Sacrifice a creature. We're going to deal 2 damage up top to our opponent. And then pay that 1. And they're going to sacrifice Zealous Conscripts. That way we can get the pawn token. All right, so we're going to get the pawn token. Yes, definitely want to use that ability. That's going to be Eldrazi spawn token. It's going to put them down to 14. Let's sacrifice. We're going to target our opponent. We're going to sacrifice Eldrazi spawn. And that's going to be 4. Let's go ahead and sacrifice. Target our opponent. Let's go and sacrifice. Do we tap down Ancient Tomb? Because that's going to be... Yeah, I think we do. All right, so we're going to use that last 2. Sacrifice Pawn of Ulamog. That's going to be an extra token on the battlefield. And yes, definitely want to use that ability. That's going to be that last token. That's going to be 4, puts them down to 6. Let's go ahead and sacrifice. Target our opponent. We're going to sacrifice that spawn token. And let's do this. So we go red and we add double red to our mana pool. All right, so sacrifice 4 damage, pay that 1 colorless, and then sacrifice the spawn token. It's going to put them down to 2, and then we just sacrifice... Oh, yeah, we've got it right there. We just sacrificed Torbrand. All right, there we go. Poor little Torbrand. That was going to be... All right, Poto's going to scoop it up on this one, so we get it right there. Welcome to the Tymaret Murder House. That felt really good. You know, that's I've been trying to record this deck this morning and been running into a little bit of issues, but hey... You know, little trick or treat for our opponent. We got to steal their creature, use it to our advantage, swing in, and then all Torbrand, which is a new Halloween edition of this year, really sealed the deal. So, happy Halloween, and if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Bye.